Welcome back to a new video on the Just Base channel, and today I want to talk about wasted talent. You may have seen the film A Bronx Tally, this one, where the guy is doing illegal stuff and the kid is helping him in those things, and they're referring a lot to the sentence.
The saddest thing in life is wasted talent.
I think that this is true because everyone has another life view and has other life goals, where people think that life is all about getting money, having fun, getting drunk in the weekend and having fun. Like, I think there's nothing wrong with that, but I do think that wasted talent is the saddest thing in life, because when you look at your life goals or the things that are important in life, is that you need to live your life to the fullest, and that you need to make something of your life and do the things you want to do. The things that you want to do, you also mostly have talent for that thing that you want to do. You maybe have a lot of discipline to learn the thing that you want to do. You may be talented in that area in life. Like, everybody has their own talent, and I think that everybody needs to fulfill their talent to the fullest by working hard and making it an obsession, because otherwise you're just living a life and just wondering what if. Everybody can learn discipline. It's not a tool or a thing, it's just a thing that you can control, because you can be disciplined but you can also not be disciplined. And you can have talent for something which will make it easier, which means you do not need to have that much discipline to be good at it, but you also can have no talent but a lot of discipline, which makes other people say like, wow, you have a lot of talent, but they don't know the discipline you put in to be at the point. Imagine you have the genetics of Wembanyama. You have played basketball since you're 5 or 6 years old because your parents put you in a basketball team, and you're 15 now, and the only thing that you want to do is play basketball and become professional. You can either waste your talent and think, oh, but Victor Wembanyama wouldn't have done this or would have had this. Like, some people, they make excuses like, oh, he had this or he had that, but you don't know the way, the discipline that he had to put in to get there, which will make your excuse an excuse and not something you've really thought through, because it's an excuse, and if you think about it, you know it's an excuse, and it's not a reality, because Victor Wembanyama also had to put in work. I'm just using this for example, but has the genetics and he's good, but he also put in discipline. And if someone has the same things as him and they're also a wanna-be basketballer, I wanna be playing in the NBA, they're also going to have to put in the work. And some people don't have the genetics and the ball feeling of Victor Wembanyama, and they even need to put in more work. But for you to say, oh yeah, but Victor Wembanyama got his genetics and his ball control, you can also learn your ball control by just having discipline and training every day. It's not like it's the only reason he's playing in the NBA. He's also good and he has a lot of advantages because he's tall, but if he would have been smaller, he would probably also be playing in the NBA. And that's just something I want to make clear, is that if you really want something, you can make it your talent, because I think that talent is just something that people say to you to make you feel better about yourself, which is good. But if somebody says you have a lot of talent and you've done nothing for it, and when someone says, oh, you have so much talent but you have put in so much discipline and sacrificed so much more than the other person, when you have done so much for it, it feels so better, and you will also get more motivated and strive to being the best version of yourself. And if you get everything, you will just be like, yes, I have talent, so I will make it, but without discipline, you're not going to make it. And if you don't learn that in the beginning of your life, it will be hard to learn that later in life, because it's a bit like a drug, I think, because if you start smoking or start vaping at a young age, like not having discipline, you will maybe do it 5 years, and after 5 years you want to quit, but it will be so much harder when you just wouldn't even have started vaping or started smoking cigarettes. It would have been so much easier to hold the discipline of not smoking or vaping, but if you start with something bad and you want to quit later on, the more time you're doing the bad thing, the harder it will get to stop doing those things. So my vision is that you will regret it later in life, and the things smoking and vaping and doom scrolling also is like a drug. Those things are not going to get easier day by day, they're going to get harder to quit, and it's something that I also want to share, is that you really need or want to be the best version of yourself. People only regret things that they would have done, and I'm now 16, so I have so much time, but it doesn't feel like I have a lot of time, because in 2 years I will be 18. Like, that number sounds so real to me, 18. And what have I done in my life? Actually done school, done football, but just now quit, with my family, and just gaming and just watching other people succeed in life. Like, out of these 5 things, there's nothing that will benefit me in the future. Maybe only school, but those other 4 things, they will not benefit me in 5 years. Like, in 2 years, like, if I would have not done this, someone would come up to me and say, what have you done in life? Like, my answer would be like, gone to school like everyone. I've lived a life like everyone. Like, I don't want to live that like everyone. Like, to me that life sounds boring and not fun, because you're just doing what everybody else does. So how are you going to experience happiness when everybody is experiencing the same happiness? But when you're going on a different route and doing something different in life, I think you will really find what happiness is, because you're one of the few people in life, like percentage wise, that will do these things, and then I think you will find real happiness and make your life better. So I've really yapped a lot in this video, so I hope you got something good out of it, and you've really thought about something or laughed, or just that you've done something with this video and not just waste your time. And see you in the next one.